Nick, tough one to take today. Nothing in the game at 0-0, and suddenly 4 minutes later you're 3-0 behind.
Yeah, couldn't quite believe it. I'd just come off, and within 5 minutes we went from 0-0 to 3-0, and the lads are just shocked. With the gaffer and all the lads have just gone through the goals, trying to see who made the mistakes, who could have done better where, and it's difficult. It's just people need to react quick, and there was talking about the first goal. Should a midfielder drop in? Is it a defender that should do better? And we just came to the conclusion we need to just react better, especially second half. Since I've come back, I've seen that the lads probably not as confident as last season, and to gain confidence, I think we need to get a run going. But while we're making mistakes like we have today for the goals, it's always going to be difficult, and the lads the mistakes they could have easily been prevented. People have put their hands up for a couple, and some people have said what they felt back to the lads, and we had a good discussion over it. But I think the main thing is something needs to change, mentality, and the lads need to get a bit more confident on the ball so we can start dictating games.
It's catch-22 presumably. To get on a good run you need confidence, but to get confidence you need to be on a good run, and it's how do you break that cycle?
Yeah, that's it. Like we won on Wednesday, and if we'd have got a result today, whether we saw the 0-0 out or we couldn't nick a goal because we had a couple of chances where I thought we were half chances, and we could have probably finished them. And their goals, they've just been clinical, probably 3 chances and they've scored 3 goals. So yeah, it's a difficult one, but we need to try and get a run going if we can to climb back up the table.
You've got a break from the league next week. You go to Gainsborough in the FA Cup, so a local derby, a big cup tie, and everyone will be desperate to progress, no doubt.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a big derby game, so I know how much it means to the fans and the club and everything. And I know, am I right in thinking they just lost to Gainsborough?
Yeah, Boston lost to Gainsborough 3 weeks ago, so that doesn't happen too often, and that's probably a defeat you want to avenge.
Yeah, and I'm sure the lads will want to, turn that around and get a win there. But me personally, I'm happy to get back playing. We changed the system a bit today, but my role off Dale, it wasn't quite working as well as we wanted to, due to the style of play. So I think the lads need to as a group, we all need to change that and just work to what's best for us on that day.
And you're back. You left in disappointed circumstances last year after the gutting end to the season in the playoffs. You chanced your hand at a higher level, which no one can blame you for. It didn't quite work out, and via Bradford Park Avenue you found your way back. Yeah,
I was speaking to Bunny, and he was saying there always seems to be something about this club that lads seem to want to come back. And I think that was the case a little bit. I'd tried to better myself higher up, gone on trial to a couple of league clubs, and not quite happened. And then I came back and I asked the gaffer if he'd take me back, and he said, yeah, you can come in and train, and we took it from there. And I just want to push on now and try and help the lads in the club, try and get back up the league, definitely.